Welcome to your quiet study space here at the English Speaking Corner. I am Sophie, and I am so glad you have decided to join us today for this special practice session. Learning a language is a long journey, and often the hardest part is not understanding the grammar or the vocabulary, but simply finding the courage to open your mouth and let the words come out. Today, we are going to make that easier for you. We have designed a simple, calm, and effective 7-minute daily routine that you can use every single morning to wake up your English brain. Jack is here with me today to help us demonstrate these exercises.
Hello, Sophie, and hello to everyone listening. I am really excited about this routine. Like many of you, I know how it feels when you want to speak, but your mind feels a bit frozen or stuck. It's like your brain knows the words, but your voice is not ready to say them. This 7-minute routine is like a gentle stretch for your speaking muscles. We are not going to rush, and we are not going to use difficult words. We are going to focus on clear, natural English that you can use in your real life. Before we dive into our first exercise, if you find these calm lessons helpful, please consider subscribing to the English Speaking Corner. By joining our community, you will receive regular, gentle guidance to help you build real speaking confidence every week.
That is right, Jack. Consistency is the secret to fluency. Doing a little bit every day is much better than studying for hours once a month. Our goal today is to give you a script you can repeat until it feels as natural as breathing. Let's start with our first section, which we call the emotional warm-up. This is where we check in with ourselves. In English, we often ask people how they are, but we rarely practice how to describe our own feelings with detail. It is important to be able to say more than just, "I am fine." Jack, how should we begin?
We should start with the most basic but important question. How do I feel right now? I want you to listen to these sentences first. I will say them slowly, and then Sophie and I will give you time to repeat them. Listen to this. Today, I feel calm and ready to learn. This is a great sentence because it sets a positive tone for your study. Now, let's try a few variations. Maybe you feel a bit tired. You could say, I am feeling a little bit tired this morning, but I am excited to practice. Sophie, why is it helpful to use those extra words like a little bit or but?
Those words are like the glue that holds our sentences together. They make you sound more natural and less like a computer. Instead of just saying, I am tired, adding a little bit shows you have control over the language. It gives you a more nuanced way to speak. Let's practice that together. I will say a sentence, and then I want you, the listener, to say it out loud in the quiet space that follows. Don't worry about being perfect. Just focus on the sound of your own voice. Here's the first one. I feel quite refreshed today. Now you try. I feel quite refreshed today.
That was excellent. Let's try another one for those days when you might feel a bit overwhelmed. It is okay to be honest about your feelings in English. You can say, I have a lot on my mind today, so I am taking things slowly. This is a very useful phrase for work or for talking to friends. It explains why you might be a bit quiet. Let's say it together. I have a lot on my mind today, so I am taking things slowly. Try to copy the rhythm of my voice. I have a lot on my mind today, so I am taking things slowly.
I love that phrase, Jack. It uses the word so to connect a reason to a result. This is a B1 level skill that anyone can practice. Let's try one more for the emotional warm-up. This one is about focus. I am focusing on my breath and my English right now. This is a beautiful way to center yourself. Repeat after me. I am focusing on my breath and my English right now. Great job. You are already speaking English, and you have only been practicing for a couple of minutes. The first step is always the hardest, and you have already taken it.
Now that our voices are warmed up and we have expressed how we feel, let's move on to the second part of our routine. This is the daily script. This section is all about your plans for the day. In real conversations, people always ask, what are you doing today? Or what are your plans? If you practice this every morning, you will never have to hesitate when someone asks you that question in the real world. We are going to use the structure, I am going to, or I am planning to. Sophie, can you explain why we use I am going to?
Of course. We use I am going to when we have already made a plan or an intention. It is very common in spoken English. It sounds much more natural than saying I will for your daily schedule. For example, if I plan to go to the supermarket, I say, I am going to go to the supermarket later. It's a simple structure. I am, then going to, and then the action. Let's practice some common daily actions. Jack, give us a work-related example. Sure. Many of our listeners are working professionals. You might say, I am going to finish my report today this afternoon. Or maybe, I am going to have a meeting with my team at 10 o'clock. Let's practice the meeting one. It's a very common sentence. Repeat after me. I am going to have a meeting with my team at 10 o'clock. Listen to how I link the words together. I am going to have a meeting with my team at 10 o'clock. Now you try. I am going to have a meeting with my team at 10 o'clock.
Well done. Notice how Jack didn't say 10 o'clock with a hard break. He let the words flow. That is what we call connected speech, and shadowing is the best way to learn it. Let's try a more relaxing example. Maybe you are planning to exercise or go for a walk. You can say, I am going to take a long walk in the park after work. This is a great sentence because it uses a time marker, after work. Let's try it. I am going to take a long walk in the park after work. Your turn. I am going to take a long walk in the park after work.
What if your plan is just to relax? That is also a very important plan. You could say, I am planning to spend some quiet time reading my book tonight. I like the phrase I am planning to because it sounds a bit more thoughtful. Let's practice that one. I am planning to spend some quiet time reading my book tonight. Again, listen to the rhythm. I am planning to spend some quiet time reading my book tonight. Now it is your turn to speak it out loud. I am planning to spend some quiet time reading my book tonight.
You are doing a wonderful job. Remember, if you ever feel like we are moving too fast, you can always pause the video or go back, but try to keep going. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to keep your voice moving. Let's try one more for the daily script. This one is for chores or tasks at home. I am going to do some laundry and clean the kitchen. It's a simple, practical sentence. Let's say it. I am going to do some laundry and clean the kitchen. One more time for you. I am going to do some laundry and clean the kitchen.
Now we are coming to the third part of our routine. This is one of my favorites. We call it the observation drill. This is a fantastic exercise because you can do it anywhere. You don't need a book or a computer. You just need your eyes and your voice. The goal is to look around the room where you are right now and describe what you see using full adult sentences. We are not just going to name objects like chair or table. We are going to describe them. Sophie, how can we make these sentences sound more advanced?
We can use what I call bridge phrases. Instead of saying, I see a lamp, we can say, I see a lamp that gives off a very warm light. The word that acts as a bridge. It allows us to add a detail. This makes your English sound much more sophisticated and interesting. Let's try it with some objects that are likely near you. I will start with a very common one, a window. Listen to this sentence. I am looking at the window and I can see the clouds moving slowly across the sky. This is a beautiful, descriptive sentence. Let's practice it in parts. I am looking at the window. Now you. I am looking at the window and I can see the clouds moving slowly across the sky. Your turn. And I can see the clouds moving slowly across the sky.
That was a long one, but you handled it well. Let's try something smaller. Maybe you have a cup of coffee or tea. You could say, I have a cup of coffee on my desk, which smells absolutely delicious this morning. Here, the bridge word is which. It adds more information about the coffee. Let's try it. I have a cup of coffee on my desk, which smells absolutely delicious this morning. Try to feel the shape of the words in your mouth. I have a cup of coffee on my desk, which smells absolutely delicious this morning. Now you say it. I have a cup of coffee on my desk, which smells absolutely delicious this morning.
Excellent. Let's try one more observation. Look at your phone or your computer. You can say, I am using my computer to practice English, and it is helping me become more confident. This uses the word and as a bridge. It connects your action to a result. Let's practice. I am using my computer to practice English, and it is helping me become more confident. Speak it clearly and with pride. I am using my computer to practice English, and it is helping me become more confident. Your turn. I am using my computer to practice English, and it is helping me become more confident.
We are moving through our routine so well. We have checked in with our feelings, we have planned our day, and we have described the world around us.
This brings us to the final part of our 7-minute daily routine. This is the confidence affirmation. These are sentences that are designed to change the way you think about your English. Many learners have a voice in their head that says, "My English is bad," or "I make too many mistakes." We want to replace that voice with a new, positive one. These affirmations are rhythmic and powerful.
This is so important, Jack. The way we talk to ourselves determines how we perform. If you tell yourself you are a confident speaker, your brain will start to believe it. And when your brain believes it, your mouth will follow. These sentences might feel a bit strange at first, but I want you to say them with strength. You are doing something difficult by learning a new language, and you should be proud of yourself. Let's start with this one. My English is getting better and smoother every single day. Let's say it together. My English is getting better and smoother every single day. One more time, with more energy. My English is getting better and smoother every single day. Now it's your turn. My English is getting better and smoother every single day.
I love the energy in that one. Let's try another. This one is about mistakes. I am not afraid of making mistakes because they help me grow. This is the most important mindset for a language learner. Let's say it clearly. I am not afraid of making mistakes because they help me grow. Again, I am not afraid of making mistakes because they help me grow. Your turn to speak it out loud. I am not afraid of making mistakes because they help me grow.
And the final affirmation for our routine is about your voice. My voice is clear and my message is important. Remember, you don't need perfect grammar to have an important message. Let's say it. My voice is clear and my message is important. Once more. My voice is clear and my message is important. Now you. My voice is clear and my message is important.
That was a powerful way to end the routine. Sophie, I feel more confident just saying those words. It really does make a difference. We have covered a lot of ground in just 7 minutes. We started with the emotional warm-up, where we learned to describe our feelings with more than just basic words. We used phrases like, "I have a lot on my mind," to sound more natural. Then we moved to the daily script, using "I am going to" talk about our plans for work, exercise, and relaxation. We practiced connected speech and rhythm.
Then we did the observation drill, where we used bridge phrases like that and which to describe objects around us. This is such a great way to build your vocabulary in a real-world context. And finally, we ended with our confidence affirmations to make sure your mindset is as strong as your speaking skills. This routine is designed to be short so that you can actually do it every day. You don't need a special location or a lot of equipment. You can do this while you are making your morning coffee, while you are driving to work, or even while you are getting dressed.
That is the beauty of it. The secret to success is not doing a lot once, it is doing a little bit every day. We want to challenge you today. We call it the 7-Day Confidence Challenge. We want you to bookmark this video and come back to it every morning for the next 7 days. Spend these 7 minutes with us every morning. We promise that by the end of the week, your tongue will feel lighter, your brain will feel faster, and you will feel much more comfortable speaking English. It is like training for a marathon. You start with small steps, and before you know it, you are running.
We are so proud of you for finishing this session today. You have already done something that many people only dream of doing. You have taken active steps toward your fluency. Remember, the English Speaking Corner is always here for you as your quiet, safe study space. If you haven't already, please hit the like button if this routine helped you feel more confident. It helps other learners find us so we can grow this community together. Also, don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss a new lesson. We have so many more calm, podcast-style lessons coming your way to help you with travel, work, and daily life.
And before we go, I want to give you one last tip. After you finish this video, try to say one more thing in English today that you didn't plan. Just one extra sentence to a colleague, a friend, or even to yourself in the mirror. Use one of the bridge words we learned, or one of the emotional adjectives. Just one extra sentence. It might feel small, but every sentence is a brick in the house of your fluency. You are building something great, one brick at a time.
That is wonderful advice, Jack. Thank you all for spending your time with us today. We know you have a busy life, and we are honored to be a part of your English journey. Keep practicing, keep breathing, and most importantly, keep speaking. You have a voice, and the world is ready to hear it. We will see you back here tomorrow morning for day 2 of your challenge. Have a beautiful, confident day, and remember that every word you speak brings you closer to the person you want to become. Goodbye for now from the English Speaking Corner.
Goodbye, everyone, and keep up the great work. We are rooting for you. See you tomorrow.